Hello class 9th. Today I am going to start with this chapter. Chapter number 15, hygiene. Okay, as you know, hygiene two types, personal and social. In social, next topic is contamination of water and waterborne diseases. Contamination of water, contamination of water and waterborne diseases and waterborne diseases. Okay, now contamination means unwanted entry. Contamination means unwanted entry of disease germ into drinking water or to edibles. Now contamination means unwanted entry of disease germs into drinking water or edible food, that is contamination. Okay, now clean and germ free drinking water is very essential for the personal and public health. Clean water is very essential for personal and public health. Okay, now contamination of potable. Potable means drinking water can be occurs in several ways. ठीक है, contamination of drinking water can occur in several ways. First one is sewage. Okay, sewage leak हो गया है, वहाँ पे water की pipeline है, and then it may contaminate if improperly disposed of leaks into suboil and may contaminate water supplies. Second point, people defecating or urinating. Okay, defecating and urinating near lakes, river or pond may contribute to contamination of water. And third one, that is animal waste and washing from dairies, poultries, etc. may also be drained into the water bodies. Besides the above principal sources of contamination, there can be variety of industrial and agriculture waste also. ठीक है, एग्रीकल्चर वेस्ट में जो हम इंसेक्टिसाइड यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो भी हमारे वाटर को पोल्यूट करते हैं. ओके, बेसिकली थ्री सीवेज, defecating and urinating and animal waste. And chemical can be harmful to human health. For example, industrial waste containing mercury causes abnormalities in the nervous system. Okay, mercury क्या करता है? Causes abnormalities in the nervous system. And second, tannery waste contain the pathogen anthrax bacilli. ठीक है, tanneries में क्या होता है? Anthrax release होता है, bacilli and are the most serious water pollutant. Second, pesticide like DDT are most serious water pollutant. Pesticide concentration in human cause hormonal imbalance leading to cancer. Presence of fluorides. Okay, presence of fluorides in drinking water cause tooth disorder, bone disorder, and in higher concentration it cause neuromuscular disorder and may be fatal to life. Okay, now here are some contamination of potable drinking water like from the sewage, defecating and urinating and animal waste. Besides these three, there can be a variety of industrial and agriculture waste that can be poisonous chemical and can be harmful to the human health. First one, that is mercury containing industrial waste, basically containing mercury cause abnormalities in the nervous system. Second, tanneries waste contain the pathogen anthrax bacilli and are the most serious waste pollutants. Now next one, pesticide especially DDT are most serious water pollutant. Pesticide concentration in human cause abnormal hormonal imbalance and leading to cancer. And presence of fluorides in drinking water causes tooth disorder, bone disorder, and higher concentration. It causes neuromuscular disorder and may be fatal to life. Now next one, that is the 3 common waterborne diseases. Okay, waterborne diseases. That is contamination of water tank. Now, waterborne diseases under this heading, there are 3 waterborne diseases in your syllabus. Waterborne diseases. Okay, first one in your syllabus, that is cholera. Second one, that is typhoid. And third one, that is dysentery. Cholera, typhoid and dysentery. Now first one is cholera. You have already read a little bit about the cholera in the diseases caused by bacteria. The main points, that is it is caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae. Okay, because by its name Vibrio, because it is comma in shape, that's why it is called Vibrio cholerae and causing cholera. So species name cholerae. It causes severe diarrhea and vomiting. Okay, causes dehydration. Diarrhea and vomiting causes dehydration, and vomiting causes dehydration. No urination due to the shortage of water in the body. Urea accumulates in the blood. Urea accumulates in the blood. Okay, accumulates in the blood, and which is highly poisonous to cause death. Okay, now first point, that is infection of intestinal tract by the कहाँ पे होता है, that is in intestinal tract. Okay, कहाँ पे infection होगा, intestinal tract by the bacterium Vibrio cholerae. Okay, जैसे ये अंदर जाएगा, now causing severe diarrhea and vomiting, and may follow the dehydration due to the loss of water and no urination. सबसे पहला इसका जो एग्जाम्पल है, दैट इज इसमें पहला सिम्टम आता है कि यूरिनेशन नहीं होता है. ओके, ड्यू टू द शॉर्टेज ऑफ वाटर इन द बॉडी, यूरिया accumulates in the blood which highly poisonous and cause death. Okay, now next one, infection of cholera occurs through contaminated water and also by the dust and fly that sit on excreta and may transfer germs to exposed food, and food handlers with dirty hand can also be transmit the germ. Now second one, that is typhoid. As you know, typhoid is a type of housefly borne disease. Okay, and next one, that is dysentery. There are 2 forms of dysentery, bacillary and amoebic. 2 forms of dysentery, and it is caused by the Salmonella typhi. It is caused by Salmonella typhi. हाई फीवर होता है इसमें, ठीक है, Salmonella typhi, हाई फीवर. Okay, and housefly is a vector, dirt and germs, housefly as a vector. Okay, contaminated food and water से होता है. Now second one is dysentery. Dysentery is of 2 types, bacillary and amoebic. ठीक है, bacillary and amoebic. Bacillary dysentery causative agent is bacteria. यहाँ पे क्या है causative agent? Bacteria. Name is this bacteria, that is Shigella. Shigella occurs frequently among children. The disease is marked by loose motion, diarrhea, intestinal pain and mild fever. Patients are treated with antibiotic. Prevention include drinking safe boiled water and avoid flies from the contaminated food. Now second one, amoebic dysentery. It is caused by the protozoa. It is caused by the protogen name that is Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. Okay. The organism enters through body contaminated water and food. It establishes in the lining of the large intestine where it feeds by engulfing red blood cells of the patient intestine. This amoeba has no contractile vacuole and bears one large blunt pseudopodium. Okay. यहाँ पे contractile vacuole नहीं होता है Entamoeba histolytica में. Okay. And when fully mature it forms cyst. क्या बनाता है जब fully mature हो जाता है? That is cyst बनाता है, which passes throughout the fecus. This cyst remains active for a long time. On reaching a new host through contaminated water and food, they spit off to infect a new individual. Okay. Now this Entamoeba histolytica क्या करता है? सबसे पहले enters our body through contaminated water and food. It established in the lining of the large intestine. कहाँ पे रहना चालू कर देता है? Large intestine की lining में. After that, where it is feeds and engulf red blood cells of the patient intestine. This amoeba has no contractile vacuole. ठीक है, इसका क्या है? Main characteristic, no contractile vacuole. No contractile vacuole, and when fully mature it forms a cyst and which passes out through feces, and the cyst remains active for the long time. On reaching a new host through contaminated water and food, they spit off to infect a new individual.